and it's awesome. Hey!
Connor, Mitchell, you're discharged, son.
Hey, Stan! Isn't that Tom Cruise? Huh?
We just need $240.
Cruise show up.
South Park's savage Tom Cruise episode didn't just poke fun, it absolutely wrecked him on national TV. Years later, the guy's still dragging that animated closet behind him. How can a single cartoon episode haunt a Hollywood A-lister this badly?
Dude, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Go away!
Dude, this is my room.
Go away, I said!
Dad, Tom Cruise won't come out of the closet.
What?
Tom Cruise locked himself in my closet and he won't come out.
The line, "Tom Cruise won't come out of the closet," aired on national television in 2005. And within minutes, 3.5 million people were watching one of the most powerful stars in Hollywood get torn apart by a cartoon. In just 22 minutes, South Park didn't just poke fun at Tom Cruise. They stripped away his movie star image, pulled him into the middle of a public circus, and dragged his name through a brutal, relentless roast. It wasn't just a joke. It was a direct hit. A full-blown character assassination wrapped in animation and sarcasm. The fallout? Threatened lawsuits, media bans, censorship, and a legacy Cruise couldn't shake no matter how many blockbusters he starred in afterward. So what happens when a billionaire celebrity goes toe-to-toe with two guys armed only with animation and zero fear? Simple. The celebrity loses.
Usually to hear the secret doctrine, you have to be in the church for several years, Stan. Are you ready to hear the truth?
I guess.
You see, Stan, there is a reason for people feeling sad and depressed. An alien reason.
It all started with the episode Trapped in the Closet. The setup was already absurd. Stan takes a Scientology personality test and is declared the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard. Enter Tom Cruise, frantic, starstruck, and desperate for Stan's approval. Not fame, not fortune, just validation. Cruise corners Stan and demands to know which of his films he likes best. Stan replies with a shrug, "You're okay, that's all it takes." Tom Cruise breaks down on the spot and locks himself in Stan's closet, refusing to come out.
Mr. Cruise? Mr. Cruise, come out of the closet. No. Come on, Mr. Cruise, this is ridiculous. I'm never coming out. What did you say to him?
I just told him I thought Napoleon Dynamite guy's a better actor than he is.
Oh boy.
Now here's where South Park pulled off something clever. On the surface, it looked like goofy, over-the-top slapstick, but the deeper message wasn't subtle. Without ever saying anything directly, the show leaned into long-standing rumors about Cruise's private life. The closet wasn't just a physical space, it was a metaphor. And they weren't whispering, they were screaming it in front of millions. The gag blew up instantly. Talk shows ran with it. Tabloids couldn't get enough. The phrase, "Tom Cruise won't come out of the closet," became pop culture currency. And just like that, the man who once played Ethan Hunt Maverick and countless other alpha male icons was reduced to a punchline, not by scandal, not by paparazzi, but by two cartoon characters with nothing to lose.
And he's flamboyantly gay and whatever. Like, yeah, but you can't say he's gay. And it's like, okay, but we can say he's like closeted gay. And like, no, you really can't say that either. Like, what if he's literally in a closet? And they're like, yeah, you can do that.
South Park didn't just mock him, they broke the illusion. Tom Cruise went from being untouchable to being the guy crying in a closet on national TV. And it didn't stop there. Stan, the one person Cruise was begging for praise, barely reacted. No support, no ego stroking, just, "You're okay." That indifference hurt more than any insult. It stripped away the aura completely.
It's been 4 hours now, and Tom Cruise still will not come out of the closet. Hundreds of onlookers have gathered here in hopes that the celebrity will finally give in.
Tom Cruise, this is Park County Police. Please come out of the closet.
And then, to twist the knife, the town treated Cruise's meltdown like breaking news. Police showed up. Reporters circled. Crowds gathered outside the house, all waiting for a grown man to stop sulking in a kid's bedroom. This wasn't just satire, it was a mirror. South Park held it up to the entertainment industry and said, "This is what you look like." And in the middle of it all stood Tom Cruise, helpless, furious, and locked in a closet he would never really escape from.
You are a perfect candidate for Scientology. I think it can really make you happy again. We just need $240.
Played the character Chef abruptly left the show, saying it goes too far mocking religion, including the Church of Scientology, where he and Cruise are members.
The battle lines were drawn when South Park didn't just joke about Tom Cruise. They went straight for Scientology, the secretive and powerful church Cruise is famously tied to. In the episode, Stan is suddenly labeled as the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology. This wasn't just a random plot twist. It was a sharp commentary on the strange, almost cult-like hold Scientology has on its followers, especially its celebrity members.
Have you heard of Scientology? It's all based on the book Dianetics. A lot of really cool people are Scientologists, like Tom Cruise and John Travolta. Brian's gonna give you your personality test and then let you know some things about Scientology.
Because my family is like Catholic or something.
Scientology is more of an alternative to psychology than a religion.
Then how come that sign says Church of Scientology?
Oh, that's just his thing. What's the Denver Broncos record now, 6-2?
Cruise's desperate need for Stan's approval felt like a mirror of real-life power struggles within the church. Here was one of Hollywood's biggest stars, stripped of his usual confidence, almost begging a kid for validation. That raw vulnerability was a rare thing to see, and South Park wasn't just making fun of Cruise. They were exposing how tightly control and influence run in Scientology's inner circles. But the show didn't stop at Cruise. John Travolta, Nicole Kidman, and R. Kelly all get pulled into the same closet, turning the gag into a full-blown satirical cult compound. It was a savage send-up of how celebrity worship mixes with secrecy and control in Scientology. Bringing these figures together wasn't just for laughs. It was a deliberate poke at the church's Hollywood connections and its mysterious hold on its most famous members.
What did you call me?
Hey, that is Tom Cruise. How come you're packing fudge, Mr. Cruise?
I'm not a fudge packer,
Dude, you don't have to be ashamed or anything.
but I'm not a fudge packer.
Years later, South Park went back in for another knockout punch with the Fudge Factory gag. In episode 200, Tom Cruise isn't just trapped in a closet anymore, he's packing fudge in a literal fudge factory. And no matter how much he screams, "I'm not a fudge packer," he's surrounded by it. The scene is juvenile on the surface, a simple, crude joke, but the message cuts deeper than it looks. This wasn't just a callback, it was a kill shot. South Park was reminding everyone that the closet joke wasn't going anywhere, and now it was worse than ever. The Fudge Factory gag reactivated all those rumors, all that humiliation, and burned it right back into pop culture.
I'm a very busy actor. I'm just here trying to get away for a weekend and do some fly fishing.
Dude, you're in a fudge factory packing fudge.
Oh, that does it. I will sue you.
For what?
You can't just call somebody a fudge packer and get away with it.
It showed that South Park wasn't backing down. They weren't just roasting Tom Cruise for laughs, they were reshaping his public image with every joke. The combination of the closet and Fudge Factory gags created a relentless narrative, one that no amount of box office success could erase. South Park didn't just mock a movie star, they redefined how millions would see him forever. And with that fudge box scene, Benudas, they made sure everyone knew this roast wasn't over.
I'll build a stage. Lao Tzu, use mind control to get a huge audience. Buddha and Smith use powers to find a band. Seaman, you and Swallow go get us sushi for dinner.
It's see, man, and swallow.
The stakes got real when Tom Cruise's cartoon version made a shocking demand: bring the Prophet Muhammad to town. This wasn't just a wild joke thrown in for shock value, it was a deliberate, risky escalation. It mixed Hollywood egos with one of the most sensitive and dangerous religious issues on the planet. Comedy Central knew exactly what they were dealing with. Fear wasn't just in the writers' heads, threats of violence had already surrounded other shows that dared to show Muhammad?
You're my best friend. Well, this is what I believe in now, Stan. And if you can't respect that, then I guess we're not best friends anymore.
This wasn't the kind of censorship you laugh off. It was fueled by serious fear, fear of backlash, fear of violence, and fear of global outrage. And right in the center of this storm was Tom Cruise's cartoon character, portrayed not just as a punchline, but as the villain who set the whole censorship crisis in motion. The show framed him as the fragile megastar holding an entire town hostage over his demands, making Cruise a symbol of how celebrity ego can spiral into something far more dangerous.
Do care so very, very, very much. So what do you say? We need to clean this place up? Huh? Okay. Because we're counting on you.
South Park's satire bounced right back at Cruise like a boomerang. Instead of fading away, the mockery grew louder and sharper with every reaction. His refusal to just laugh it off or shrug it away only made the jokes stick deeper. By fighting so hard, Cruise essentially cemented his cartoon humiliation forever, turning what might have been a quick punchline into a lasting cultural scar.
We took something that people knew about and brought it up a level. The Scientology one was probably one also at the time that Scientology was a little bit of like a LA subject. We moved to LA and we had read about Scientology and then the stuff had gone online, but it was just, you couldn't touch that subject.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone didn't just make fun of Tom Cruise, they rewrote his public identity. Through sharp, relentless cartoon gags, they changed how millions of people see him. These episodes weren't just jokes. They became cultural landmarks in satire that redefined a Hollywood icon. South Park didn't simply roast Cruise, they rebranded him. And that rebranding has proven nearly impossible to erase. This story isn't just about a cartoon making fun of a movie star. It's about how a show pushed boundaries and took on a figure who seemed untouchable and won. A billion-dollar superstar fought a cartoon, and the cartoon came out on top.
They killed off Tom Cruise in the silliest way possible.
So here's the question. Was South Park too savage, or was Cruise just too thin-skinned? Did the jokes go too far, or was the real problem that Cruise couldn't take the heat? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because one thing's clear, no celebrity, no matter how powerful, is untouchable when the right satire comes along. And as we close, let's not forget that line that started it all. Tom Cruise won't come out of the closet.